What's going on, guys? It's Anton here, and we're back with a brand new video. So in today's video, I'm going to be showcasing an application that I made for mobile. This is something that I'm really proud of because I've never thought that I'd ever make a mobile app in my entire life, but thanks to Ionic 4, that made it possible for me. So a little backstory: there's in my university we used to have an application that was on iOS that you can download that would show you, the laundry times. I don't know what happened to the app, but it was taken down for some reason. I don't know. It's not there anymore. But yeah, and since then, people have had to use the official website. And I personally just didn't like using that website on my phone because it was just like really tedious and there was a lot of scrolling that needed to be done, and I wanted to eliminate that. So I made this app, which I made about a year ago, and it works really well. I like this app a lot. I personally use it myself. So the way it works is you select a residential building. So you can select any one of these buildings. Okay, and in each one of these buildings, there's what's called a hall, right? So for example, I can select Clinton Hall, and inside that hall, there are 3 floors and a basement. But in Clinton, there's only one room that has laundry machines. So you can see that right now, machine 1, 2, and 3, which are all washers, are available. And dryers 4, 5, and 6 are all being used. And we can go select a different one. We can try Livingston Tower, which there are fairly more machines in there. There's 32. And you can see that yeah, the only downside of this app is it doesn't tell you how many laundry machines are actually available and how many are in use. But that's more of a desired feature, which I've never really bothered implementing. And yeah, it's definitely not really organized in my opinion. So these are just some flaws that I personally feel like I could have improved on. But it's okay because it was more of a learning process, really. But it works well, functionally wise, in my opinion. Yeah, definitely needed more organization though. But pretty much, I just wanted to provide a simple user interface for people to be able to view, and yeah, be able to tell when their laundry is over or whichever laundry machines are currently in use. So I also have this new one that I built. Oh, so for those wondering, I use just vanilla JavaScript, HTML, and CSS to build this. Actually, well, no, I didn't use any I didn't use any framework like React, Angular, or Vue. I think I used Bootstrap. I'm not too sure, but I probably didn't need Bootstrap for this though. I think the only reason why I used Bootstrap was for the select box. I'm not too entirely sure, and the table, but I don't fully remember. But I do know that I didn't use any framework like React or Angular or Vue. Okay, for this one though, this is supposed to be an upgraded version of this, but personally I like this one more because it's just so neat and clean. But this one is this is one that I built in Angular, so there's 2 select boxes, and then yeah, you can select the hall, same functionality, and yeah, does this nothing really different, except for the font. Personally, I don't know. I feel like this definitely could be better. If I was a better designer, this would definitely look a lot more cleaner. But I'm really bad at design. In case you haven't noticed. Okay, so enough with these websites. Let's just close this out and let's go over to the mobile app now. Okay, so I built this mobile app in Ionic 4 using Angular, and I love Ionic so much. I've been using it for about 2 weeks now, and I've just been playing around with it, and I love it so much. It is amazing. Okay, the documentation is pretty good too. I do wish there were a bit more examples, but there are a lot of good resources out there for Ionic 4. So if you're thinking about making a mobile app, then I highly recommend learning Ionic 4 because it's awesome. Okay, so let's refresh and let's just start over. So the same functionality, only difference is that there are a couple things that I did make different. So I'll show you as we go. Well, actually, let me go back here. Okay. Cool. All right. So let's select the building. Let's select let's see, Indian Quad. And so these, if you don't know what these are called action sheets. Okay. So when I select a building, it'll show this action sheet. Okay. These are all the halls. So I can select Mohawk Tower, for example, and this will bring all of the washers and dryers and their status and the time remaining if they're in use. Okay, pretty messy because again, same thing that I mentioned in this one, it doesn't. It doesn't. I want to organize things. I want them to be able to see which ones are in use and which ones are available. That's my main goal right now. And I was thinking about using a tab, which I haven't figured out yet, but I'm still playing around with it. Like, this is nowhere near done. I'm still gonna be tweaking it and fine tuning it until I get the final product. But the main goal is to organize these washers and dryers so that they're actually displayed in an organized way, like sorted or something like that. But yeah, let's go back and let's select Seneca. So the nice thing that I did for this one was, instead of displaying all of the halls like this, because you can see some halls have 3 laundry rooms, one on each floor. For example, Seneca has one on the first floor, one on the second floor, and one on the third floor. Same thing with Tuscarora and the basements. And if you put all these in an action sheet, it will literally fill up the entire screen vertically, and you would have to scroll. But I don't know, I was getting some issues with scrolling, so I was like, you know what, let me actually just do a better implementation. Right now it's not that messy, but if you look at state, there's like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 16. Right, having 16 of these buttons on this action sheet is going to fill up the entire screen, and I wanted to eliminate that completely. Right, so let's go over to state quad. So if I select tap in, it's going to show me which one do you want, first floor, second floor, third floor. If I select third floor, it's going to show me the third floor. So washers 3 and washers 4 are available. Dryer 1 is available. Dryer 2 is in use, but there's 1 more minute left. Okay, so if I go back, if I click on this again, I can select tap in hall 2. Okay, because likely I had to think about the user, right? If they select tap in and if they go back for some reason, maybe they would want to select a different floor on tap in, right? Because why would they want to select Whitman? I mean, they could, because tap in and Whitman are connected, but why would they? So I wanted to do this so that they can they don't have to keep on clicking over and over again. Okay, so let's go back to tap in. So let's select second floor. So in use, this is out of service, unfortunately. Available and in use. Okay, so let's go back, and if we click on this again, we can select the first floor. And so washer 1 and washer 2 are available. Dryer 3 is in use, and dryer 4 is available. So let's go back, and we've checked all 3 of tap in already, so we can now go back. So when you click on go back, it will display the state quad halls action sheet. And let's say we want to check Whitman. So let's go Whitman. We can do Whitman basement, first floor, second floor, third floor. Select basement. Washers 1, 2, 3, and 4 are all available, and all the dryers are available. That is awesome. So we can go back and Whitman hall, third floor, go back. Another nice thing about this is let's go back to tap in. I think it was third floor. No. Which one was the one that had 1 in use? Okay, 2 minutes remaining. No, there was 1 more. That I think it was first floor. No. So okay, let's just say what they can also do is they can also just drag the screen down and they can refresh it. So instead of going back and clicking the button again just to make another get request, you can just drag it down, refresh. And I want to actually see if I can get it to change from 26. So let's see, the time right now is 8 o'clock. Let's see. Let me see if I can actually get this. Let's try dragging again. We'll just keep doing it until it says 25 minutes remaining. So this is what dryer number 3. Yeah, right here. 26 minutes remaining. It should say 25 soon. Let's try. Oh, there we go. 25. Okay, so yeah, basically when you drag it down, it'll make another request to the API server, my backend server, which the backend server makes the get request to the actual laundry API, and then it serves the data back from the backend to the front end. The front end being this whole application view right over here. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty, simple. Obviously, I'm not done with it because I still want to add, some icons and things like that. I want to center this like the residential building. I might change the buttons. I'm not really a fan of these buttons. They kind of look a bit ugly. And yeah, I might actually change the footer as well. But, overall, I'm pretty proud of this app myself. This was a fun side project I decided to make that other people can use and find useful as well, which is, makes me happy that, Yeah, anyways, so if you guys like this video, definitely leave a comment, leave some feedback. If I'm not I'm not a professional app developer. This is literally my first mobile app I've ever made. So if you have any feedback or any criticism, feel free to leave a comment down below. I'm gonna leave my Discord link down below, which you can join if you want to chat with me, or if you want to chat about programming or need programming help in general. Yeah, so if you guys like this video, definitely leave a like, leave a comment. Feel free to subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace, guys.